So it's 1, 1. Oh, care packages for 1. Yeah. There isn't another chair. What do you mean? No, 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 no. I don't think it's like that though. It could be. No, I don't think. No, 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 no. 1 resting on all 4s. I think it's. What did I say it was? I want to read this about the. It doesn't matter. Yeah, 1141. Yeah, 1 digit per room. Yeah. If it's not that, I'll be baffled because it just wouldn't make any sense. You can go all the way. You're wrong then. What are you on about? I bet it's something stupid. Knowledge overflowing. First digit. Books. 1 book. Those don't count. Clearly that... Oh, there's 2 books. Crap. Because I didn't go back and check it properly. How's it going, Seema? -1 trophy, I bet now. What was the order? 2141. What? That's here, it's going well. Books, faces. 5? Does the 1 that's not in a can count then? I think this is stupid. Game's stupid. I think they had a poorly designed puzzle. And it's not very clear even with the stupid hint. Alright, does that count then? It says care packages. I see 4 care packages. But there's a bunch of fruit here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the packages. But you could say 5, 6, 7, 8. This could be 8. Let's check everywhere. We've got 8 care packages, apparently. 2 books. There's definitely only 1 enemy in here. 1. 100% 1. Where did you come from? This little... That wasn't there last time. Like, he's not even always there. He's not even always there. Right, any secret chairs? Any secret chairs? 1 chair. 100% 1 chair. Right. How many fruit did I say? 8, yeah? How many fruit did I say? Yeah, 8. Right. Knowledge overflowing, so... Book, monsters, care packages, chair. 2 books. Wait. Can I just not have the hint constantly come up? It's not so much. Let me turn the hints off. Unwelcome faces, so the monster's a second. This is another poorly put together puzzle in this game. There's hit and miss puzzles in this game. Books, monsters, care packages. Well, what counts as a care? It's clearly the problem is this room here, 100%. Because it's not clear. What am I looking at, dude? There, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But do they count or not? Like, it's not clear. Surely they do. Remnants of home. Well, Angeal's home, should we call it? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not asking out loud. I want the game to make sense. The book. Flipping game. You see what counts as a book in this room? It's a room full of books. It's stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 8, 1. No, this is a 6. Because these books are animated better than the rest of them. Dreams in honor. Smiley face is a 2. There's 1 chair, so those 2 are correct. This is a 6. This is an 8. Book monster. 2 monsters. 8 packages. Arguably. Going bubbly. Cactar! Catch that Cactar!
A pet?
Wait, I want the summon. I get the feeling a certain mission's going to be available now. Wait, where's Lost Number? No Lost Number? 0 out of 10 game. That's it. I'm taking it back, dude. Wait, I don't even remember. 8. 1. No Odin materia. No, you know. What's going on, dude? Where's the cactus gone? He's still in it. I have a feeling that a mission's going to show up now on the mission list. Which means the missions are designed to be done towards the end of the game, not now. I like the look of the Shinra Mansion though. I like the look of all of Nibelheim. I think they've done a perfect job of it. I'm expecting the the Rebirth version to be different, but that's because a lot of the fields in Rebirth are different. A different reality.
So it was just a cactar? I guess it got trapped in there somehow? Maybe it wasn't laughing.
Maybe it was
It was actually trying to call out
lost
for help.
number.
So if that's the case, maybe what we did was a good thing? Now for the really good stuff.
I've just about had
This
enough.
one is a really spooky story. It's a mystery buried deep in the earth. Did you know there are caverns beneath Shinra Manor? They say you can hear these blood-curdling groans coming from there.
I can't go there yet,
But
can I?
you have to use these secret stairs from the mansion's second floor. They say a soldier guy named Sephiroth has the key.
So I
That's
can't
the
do this
fifth
one yet.
wonder.
I have to now progress the game. This one. The freaking huge purple and orange monster in there. Like, get me out of here, man.
What are you looking at?
This landscape. I could swear I've seen it before.
What?
Tifa, you're our guide?
At your service.
Okay, here we go.
Did she say her name was Tifa?
When they talk about the best guide in town, they're talking about me.
That's not the line.
It's too dangerous.
Okay. We're not even
There's
doing
no way
it.
I can let you get involved in this.
What is this nonsense?
She'll be just fine if you protect her.
Stay back. It's just unconscious. Or do you actually want to get eaten?
Why am I not walking this journey
Use
myself?
brings wear, tear, and rust. That's why I use the blunt side.
Why didn't I get to play all this walk
I
arounds?
want to go too. Please?
This is a top secret facility. Non-Shinra personnel are not permitted.
So where's the guards?
But
Anyone could have gone in.
Keep the young lady safe.
You got it, Cloud. Halt! Cloud's secret, like, oh my god, she's right there. He skipped! Okay, it's fine. I didn't like that it just skips through it. Like, didn't the bridge collapse or anything? I feel that's
Nova.
very disappointing.
Interesting.
I'm being honest with
The
you.
door is sealed, of course.
I would like to have done the whole bit, you know?
Genova.
Well, this is the juicy bit anyway, so.
This is the cause of the malfunction.
Man, I was looking
The
forward
section
to
is
it.
broken. Zack, go seal the valve. Why did it break?
Maybe I should have journeyed here myself anyway, just to see. I was disappointed I didn't get to do the journey
What
and
is
all of
that?
the whole flashback, but I guess it's not important to
You
this game.
average soldier members are Mako-infused humans.
Average
You're
soldier.
advanced, but you're still human. But then, what are those things? Their Mako energy levels are exponentially higher than yours.
Are they monsters?
Yes. The Shinra scientist Hojo was the one who created them. Abomination spawned by Mako energy. That's what monsters are.
You said average member. What about you?
Interesting.
Hey, Sephiroth!
Oh no, he's about to break like Angio and Genesis did, didn't he?
Could it be
As he's realizing it.
that I was created the same way?
Surely he knows how Angio was created at this point, right?
Am I the same as these monsters?
Because Angio, right, so I'll see in a bit, yeah. So Angio was like, he hit despair level because he started to think of himself as a monster. So did Genesis. Like, when they were like full-on first-class soldiers, they were fine. They were like just dealing with it. But as they slowly started, with Genesis, he started to deteriorate. So he was like, I don't want to disappear. I want to become the hero. I want to become the main, you know, I want to destroy the world if I'm going to be destroyed too, whatever. Because I became a monster, because I've been created to be a monster. Sephiroth is confused right now. Even though he knows the facts, it's hitting him on a personal level because he doesn't know if he's a monster. So he's, and this happens to Angeal, because Angeal is basically another perfect version of him. Because they both were implanted with, he was implanted with Genova, they're both implanted with Genova cells while they're in the womb. So Angeal was in the womb of Jillian, he was in the womb of Lucretia when they were implanted the cells, Genova cells. Which is why they are the perfect forms, I guess. And didn't deteriorate. I don't think deteriorate is the right word for Genesis. They use it in the game, but I can't remember it. But now Sephiroth's having this same moment that Angeal's probably already gone through. Now the problem with Angeal is they didn't really portray it very well in this game, because they didn't really show it. But not mutate, there was a different word for it. But yeah. Yeah. Fat Steve, see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate being here. Now the real question is, can I explore? Sorry, I hate to break the moment. How's it going, Irish? Oh, okay. Takes me out here.
Activating combat mode.
Wait, hold on. I just want to... I have a feeling I can't come back, so I just want to, like... Oh, I know where I am. I don't need to check it for else. Okay, we good. I haven't ruined anything. I just come out to
What's the
talk.
reactor like in...
Pretty dull.
I don't think I buy
I have a
that.
feeling I can't come back here, so I'm just kind of like taking a moment.
Oh, are you done investigating?
No, not yet.
Well then, you should head back there.
Cloud's like, then you should head back there. I just wanted to see if you can see the rest of the reactor. I was curious. Why?
I knew ever since I was a child. I was not like the others. I knew mine was a special existence.
Mr. Smiley?
But this was not what I meant.
He's seen himself as one of the monsters, yeah.
Am I a human being?
No such luck. You are a monster.
Genesis.
Sephiroth. You were the greatest monster created by the Genova
How's it going,
Project.
Pepperin?
Genesis! So you are alive.
I suppose
That
I am, if
smile.
you can call this living.
What is the Genova Project?
The Genova Project was the term used for all experiments relating to the use of Genova's cells.
My mother's cells?
Poor little Sephiroth. You've never actually met your mother. You've only been told her name, no? I don't know what images you've conjured up in your head, but...
Genesis! No!
Genova was excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer. She's a monster. Sephiroth, I need your help. My body is continuing to degrade. Soldier First Class, Sephiroth. Genova Project G gave birth to Angeal and monsters like myself. Genova Project S
S?
used the remains of countless failed experiments to create a perfect monster.
Sephiroth.
What do you want of me?
Your traits cannot be copied onto others. Your genes can't be diffused.
Yet.
Therefore, your body cannot degrade.
Wait till you figure. Wait till you know. If only he knew about Cloud, eh? The perfect clone.
Share your cells with me. My friend, your desire is the bringer of life, the gift of the goddess.
This is interesting.
Whether your words are lies created to deceive me, or the truth that I have sought all my life, it makes no difference.
I'll deny.
You will rot.
I see.
Get wrecked, Genesis.
Perfect monster indeed. When the war of the beasts brings about the world's end, the goddess descends from the sky. Wings of light and dark.
Yeah, I knew he was
spread
referring to
afar.
Genesis.
She guides
Genova.
us to bliss. Her gift everlasting.
No! Stop!
How's it going? What do you know? No.
Activating combat mode.
Don't worry, Tifa. We got it.
Heads up! Oh no, you don't!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
I thought I'll wait for the scenes to slow down. I'll say it.
He tried to protect me.
I know. Tifa, stay close to me.
I feel like people don't like it, but I'll give you my thoughts in a minute. People protecting Cloud. Okay. Right. Okay. I'll give you my thoughts because I know you're very interested. Right. One, I told you Genesis is coming back. I knew it. I knew for a well, we already knew that he was still alive, but like, I had just had a feeling he was about to show up anyway. Like, so I'm not remotely surprised that he showed up there. I thought he was gonna come out the pod. Like the dude come out the pod thing. There was no reaction to that. Genesis showing up on the scene is very viable. I think it works because the only course of events that we know correctly is through at this point, if you play the original game, is Cloud's interpretation of what happens, whether it is when he has the moment where he remembers the bit with Zack, or it's the bit where he tells the story from where he thinks he's Zack. So in his head, all he thinks is Sephiroth had a breakdown. Cloud has no idea who Genesis is. Like, none of this is the thing to him. They're just fighting these enemies that are trying to cause problems with Shinra. And Cloud later on still has fuzzy memories, so the whole Genesis thing, which I'm pretty certain was wrote after the original game was wrote. So that's why Genesis, there's no reference to Genesis in Final Fantasy. No real reference anyway. Like, this prequel was written after. So it doesn't really make much of it. So adding him in here makes sense because there's no Zack recollection of this story. This is the Zack recollection of the story. Zack, these are effectively the true events. Cloud has no recollection or would never know of any way that Genesis is in there or what even Genesis looks like. So yeah, I mean, Super Soldier falling into a reactor never stopped anyone from coming back, right? I mean, we haven't got to that part yet, but like, him showing up there, he just randomly appeared. I think he knows. Oh, he fell down. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. That's why it works, because Cloud never saw. So when Cloud's telling his what he remembers from the Nibelheim flashback, from the flashback of what he thinks happened in Nibelheim when he tells the party in the original game, you could say that that's a viable story from on that moment there, because he didn't know the Genesis thing happened. The only people that know about the Genesis thing is Zack, who's dead at that point, Sephiroth, who is technically dead at that point, or he doesn't talk anymore really in theory, and Genesis, who's probably going to be dead by the events of that story. So yeah, it's like, okay, it's like, it makes sense. I don't know, I feel like when this first came out though, no, I'm not even thinking of remake. I'm literally thinking of original game. I feel like people probably got angry that Genesis showed up in that scene though. Did anyone, just out of curiosity who's here, not like the fact that Genesis was there? You didn't love it. I feel like it's because you expected the flashback to be exactly the same. My biggest disappointment is I didn't get to walk through Mount Nibble with the party and to see the bridge drop and all that kind of stuff, It was all these photos. It's just because you don't like Genesis. I mean, he's an antagonist. You're not supposed to like him. If you don't like Genesis, that means they designed the character pretty well. To be honest with you, I think Genesis is I think character design-wise, he's really good. But this game does not sell Genesis and Angeal very well at all. That's the problem. This game did a bad job of introducing them into the lore. And that's because this game's storytelling is awful. The lore in this game is fantastic. The bits of information. But I think the reason why people don't like Genesis or even think much of Angeal is because the whole story is poorly written. Like, they give you the key moments. They don't give you all the information. They don't even tell you that Angeal is like also a perfect version of what Sephiroth is, but with G cells instead of S cells. I didn't like Angeal until I found out more about him. But you had to look. These are, as I've been told a few times, happens off screen moments, and that's just bad storytelling from the devs of the game. Unfortunately, like, there's more gone into mini games than telling the story perfectly. And that's a problem. That's the problem. And that's probably why. I feel like Genesis could have been a better antagonist and a better character had he been given more screen time, had things been explained better. And yeah, in my opinion, Sephiroth is the best. The reason why I'm interested in this whole thing is the Sephiroth moment. I've been looking forward to this and watching the relationship between Zack and Aerith. I think they're the things that most people were interested in this game anyway. So, but yeah, the scene didn't bug me in any way. I just feel like the moment I saw it, I thought, well, to be fair, this is the true account, if anything, not Cloud's interpretation of the events that happened. So Genesis showing up there is not really a big deal to me. I liked Zack's reaction. I like how they showed Zack's reaction to Angeal dying, because one thing you do get from it is that he looks up to Angeal, and Angeal is his mentor, his older brother, or his father figure, whichever version, like, that he's had, and is the only person he's had in his life. So when he dies past the Buster Sword, and then he's crying behind the Buster Sword, then the rain hits, and that whole scene, and then he cries in the Church of Aerith, because that's the only place he can feel vulnerable, because he's like one of the only first class soldiers left. That scene is done beautifully. So this is what frustrates me about the storytelling, is there are elements to the story here where they tell it so perfectly, and there are certain moments where they just like, you're like, wait, what is going on? Yeah, we'll move things along anyway, but I just wanted to. I know you were pause champion to see what my reaction was. Genesis showing up there doesn't bother me, in terms of him showing up in that key moment of the story, in any way. But that's only because we only know we only know those events through Cloud's interpretation of that story, you know? Not the actual event.
Conflict resolved.
Later. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the hits are really good. And one thing I keep saying is the lore that's put into the game is awesome. Sorry, Holly, the alerts are paused, but thank you so much for the 22 months. I appreciate you. I'll unpause when we get to a point when it's like not really that, you know. The first thing I loved the moment you meet Cloud. Like I said earlier on, I was rewatching my reaction to it, and you could see how giddy I was to see Cloud and Zack meet for the first time, and seeing Cloud on the screen. I fanboyed out. I completely fanboyed out. I can't stop smiling on that moment and enjoying that moment. That was one of my favorite moments of the whole game. But even just the little bits of lore, like there was a bit in the lore. Oh, I love Crisis Core Cloud. Yeah, pure boy. There was a bit where there was a soldier, like not a soldier, as in like a Shinra trooper in the Shinra tower, and he's sort of saying like, "Oh, we've been assigned to go to a Mako reactor for this small village," and they're actually referring to Coral. So that's like a setup for the events for what's going to happen in Coral, i.e. Barrett. You know, like there's little moments where like you don't see, and then there's also like the bit about Sid, about how their next project is to launch Shinra number 26 to space, and that Sid Highwind is working on that project right now. So these are all before the events of Shinra 26 trying to go into space and it failing, Barrett's hometown being burnt down. And there's little bits in the game that are just hidden but there, and I love that stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was out there. So that's what the thing is, some of the lore in this game is like so spot on. Poor Cloud, man.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Got him.
I also wanted to see
Yeah.
the scene where Tifa, Sephiroth, and Zack are around the materia crystal. This is why I wanted to have that whole journey. You know that materia crystal where Sephiroth explains what materia is? I wanted to see that, but unfortunately they didn't put it in the game. Like, they skipped the bits that you really want in the game, you know? But you don't even get much Aerith in this game. Like, I feel like there should have been more Aerith in the game as well. One of the DNW scenes, yeah, but I don't think that's not telling a story.
Conflict resolved.
And that's mid-fight, so you're not really paying attention.
Activating combat mode.
I like the remaster, but if this game got the remake treatment instead, it would have been better. But I still love the game. I want to make sure clear, I do love this game, and it's been a really fun game. I think more Aerith was an important feature, but...
Conflict resolved.
Don't mind the D&W scenes, but I'd rather be able to view them out of the fights as well once you unlock them. So you can just absorb it. Or maybe extended versions.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess I've explored all of it now. Yeah, overall I'd say the scene was fine to me. But I can see why people didn't like Genesis showing up. Because it kills your original interpretation of that moment. Like, I get it. I do get it. As a fan of Final Fantasy VII, I get it.
Combat mode. Conflict resolved.
But so far, I've absolutely loved the Nibelheim bit. Like, the music, the look of Nibelheim is spot on. I know Rebirth's gonna look different because they've already had remake change fields, and that's fine. But yeah, I've loved this. I love the song. Like, it's just even the Shinra Mansion is cool. Like, it's like almost 1-for-1 3D version of it. So I could see why playing this was really exciting when it first came out.
Sephiroth, where did you go?
Surely,
What happened?
how does she not
Sorry,
recognize his
I
face
can't say.
after being that close?
I thought so.
I know bits and bobs probably, but not all of it. A lot of this stuff I'm
I'll
new
ask
to.
the townspeople about Sephiroth.
Thank you, Tifa.
Yeah, so I do like that they used Final Fantasy VII dialogue at the very beginning. Like the first moment you got to Nibelheim was exactly text box for text box the conversation that Sephiroth has with when they enter. Some of it's a bit off pace though. I know what you mean.
Tifa's safe. Don't worry.
If only I were soldier.
Wait, how does Zack know that Cloud knows Tifa? Why did he specifically go, Tifa's safe, don't worry? Cloud has not told Zack that he knows Tifa. He just said, I'm keeping my helmet on for personal reasons. No, when Cloud hasn't, I haven't seen Cloud tell him about Tifa. There's like a dialogue where you can go up to Cloud and say, why are you hiding your face? And he's like, for personal reasons. Remember, a lot of stuff happens off screen. Well, I have big problems with that. Where's that written down? Where's that scripted? Where's the script? Or is that just been speculated? Yeah, we have to be careful. I feel like some of the stuff that's happening off screen is speculation. You know? It makes sense, don't get me wrong, because Zack and Cloud are friends. So he might have said, I didn't want Tifa to recognize me because I'm a failure. I'm not a soldier yet. I wanted her to see me as a soldier. Which is a realistic conversation. But did it actually happen, or has it been down to interpretation? Anyway, we'll carry on the scene. Unless he tells him here.
Zack? Soldier is like a den of monsters. Don't go inside.
What happened?
I don't know, man.
Oh, the DMW, okay.
I thought I knew, but... By the way, do you know Tifa?
Well, there you go. There's the conversation. But he said, don't worry. He said, don't worry, Tifa's fine. Before he asked the question, do you know Tifa? Huh? Who wrote the script for this scene? You've done it in the wrong order. First you go, do you know Tifa? Then you go, don't worry, she's safe. Bruh. Sorry, I questioned it and then they immediately brought it up.
Sort of.
Talk to her?
No.
I'm sensing some issues here. Shouldn't you do something? I'm one to talk.
Very relatable to Cloud right now.
I'm a soldier, so fighting's all I do.
I like this Cloud.
Sorting things out is someone else's job.
No, he just told him
What's
just
going
there.
on? Who's the enemy?
It makes no difference to me.
Dreams and honor. Dreams and honor. Don't forget, dreams and honor, buddy.
Hey, Zack. I really like that sword. It's impressive.
Of course he does. Get used to it, Cloud. Get used to that sword, Cloud.
Use brings about wear, tear, and rust. And that's a real waste. You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
Embrace your dreams, and whatever happens, protect your soldier honor.
They do the protege thing.
This is a symbol of my dreams and honor.
I've always in a quote Angel then.
No,
Although he technically did.
it's more. That's right. I had almost forgotten. Thank you, Cloud.
Huh?
Right! I'm gonna crash. Night.
He does squats and then goes to bed. Who does exercise in the middle? Right, I'm going to bed. Okay, I've never done that. Also, that was a nice little jingle to the good night thing. Ollie, thanks again for the 22 months. Sorry, it happened in the middle. I'll play your alert now, actually, just because. There we go. I'm gonna that sword to rust in the ground in like 7 years from now. Well, I'd say it's more 8 years. Like, the events of Final Fantasy VII is like 6 months, isn't it? That is probably slightly more than 7 years. That's also if we really count Appen Children as. It depends if we're using this in the remake lore or the Final Fantasy VII lore. Otherwise, that means we're counting Appen Children and. Don't get me started on the story of Appen Children. All right, I don't want to talk about the Appen Children storyline right now because it's just not it. Okay, it's just not it. I know it's officially canon to the original game, but I was one of those. I enjoyed the film, but I ain't buying this for the storyline because it kind of ruins the storyline a bit. Because it did. How's it going, Seraphic? Good to see you. Got a shiny new fusion sword.
I'll rest a little more.
Is it the version of the song? With all the piano?
Nest egg.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I feel like it is. I feel like there's 2 versions of the song. No, Cloud never knew the story behind Zack's sword. That was him just going through the motions there. I really love the new
I'll
binding.
rest a little more.
It's interesting seeing Cloud so weak, but it's very like because he's a regular person, no Mako, no super soldier stuff been put into him. And it looks like he's like Zack's trying to deter him from joining soldier. He knows that that Cloud wants to join soldier, but right now Zack's in the mindset of don't join soldier. It's just a bad idea. It's just a bunch of monsters. Again, I love the friendship these two have. Like they just connected over being country boys and that kind of stuff. But I'm pretty certain though, Cloud does go to see his mum. That is a cutscene that happens because even as a Shinra soldier, he goes to visit his mum. Because that comes back that flashbacks twice in the original game. In Final Fantasy VII, I mean. So why isn't he staying in his, you know, his house? Unless he was told, unless he just said to her, I can't, but. Because that's one of the memories that get mixed up. This is the bit where I gotta find Sephiroth, right? Dude, I'm right here. You don't have to send me mail, man. If you'd like, hey, do you want to come over to my house? I want you to try. Oh, here we go. Okay. Right. I have got to stop questioning. I got to just play some of the game rather than saying, why hasn't this happened yet? Because, dude, I keep like saying, why hasn't this happened? And then I said it. And then immediately I get a message saying, do you want to come over to my house? I went to try Bob's cooking. The thing is, I haven't been home yet since I've been here. I have been able to make up my mind about it. I've decided I should show my face, but I'm going home alone is a bit uncomfortable. Hoping you'd join me. Of course, man. I got your back, Cloud. Is that guy alright? I'm a little worried because he looked like he got hurt pretty bad. I'm glad you were there. Thank you, Zack. I had heard of Soldier, how tough they are. I hope we can talk a little bit more about Soldier one of these days because there's something I want to ask you. Where is Cloud? And I like that you can see that Tifa's scared to ask the question because Cloud's been gone for 5 years? No, it's been longer than that. I can't remember how many years it's been, but he's left to. He told last time he saw Tifa, it was like it is 5 years, isn't it? Last time he saw Tifa, he's like, I'm gonna go join Soldier, become a hero, and come back. And I'll come and save you, whatever. I'll be your hero. So obviously they have this connection, and she's still thinking about him. And now this is her first interaction with a member of Soldier, who's also first class. Obviously she's heard of the name Sephiroth because they have that conversation about Sephiroth when they're on the water tower when they were kids. So yeah, kind of cool to see her struggle to ask the question because even here she's scared to hear of the potential truth that he hasn't made it, something bad happened to him. Like, it's a very human emotion, like a very relatable human emotion. So quite very the way certain characteristics are portrayed in this game, and they do it in the remake as well, really done really well.
Sir. Welcome.
Thoroughly impressed so far.
Sephiroth is at Shinra Manor.
Okay.
Are you talking about that big mansion?
I've been there already,
yes.
but don't worry.
Shinra's owned it a long time.
Uh-oh, Sephiroth's reading. Guys, Sephiroth's reading books. Uh-oh, someone take the books away from him, quick. Red leather. He's reading. Don't let the man read. Things are about to get messy. Here at Red Leather, we have received numerous reports of Genesis sightings. Genesis does indeed live. Despite the report being good notion, perhaps he solved the riddles that surround the gift of the goddess. Genesis can never do anything wrong, and he deserves our support. Okay, I realise who Red Leather is now. Red flags. Yep, Shinra learns the error of their ways and starts the global eco-friendly movement. You're lucky a cutscene went off. I was about to do something then.
Hello? Aerith?
Oh, look at the smile on his face!
Yeah.
On. Sneak a call in.
Listen. Now's not the best time. I'll call you later.
No, you don't have to.
Okay. I'll come visit.
I'll be here.
I'll see you. I promise.
Oh, don't say that, dude. Don't say that. Red flags. Bruh. Don't say I promise, dude. Don't
Aerith,
do that.
I'll be back soon.
Oh, dude. Oh. Let me go back and see her, please. Please, let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of this nightmare.
I heard that the hero Sephiroth
What's wrong?
so I've been waiting here all
No,
day with my
nothing.
camera. I want to take a picture of.
You already did.
I heard that I have.
Guy's a weirdo. Right. Okay, let's do the. Hello?
To get to Shinra Manor, go up the stairs ahead, then go left.
I'm sure Zack can see Aerith again soon. Yeah, I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. I'm sure everything is fine. Several contemplations pass and a newfound love for newfound love of life decides, you know what? I'll host a Chocobo Grand Prix.
I'll show.
Where are you going? No, Clown, I thought we were going to see your mum. What's the point of the mail? I thought he wanted to see his mum. I was ready to go and... Bro. Well, Final Fantasy Remake is doing different timelines. Anything's possible now. You know, anything is possible. Cloud, come back. Cloud. Oh, Kunsel. Working hard at your assignment? I guess it was longer than we thought. It would be. I thought I'd look after Aerith while you were gone. The Tokes were already there guarding her. I don't know why. Anyway, she says the tire came off her flower wagon. No! And now the thing's useless. I offered to fix it for her, but she refused. She's waiting for you to come back and fix it. So hurry up and get back here already. I said at the start, I like seeing... I liked seeing Zack and Aerith bond, and one of the reasons why I feel like she was attracted to Zack, because Zack treated her like a normal girl, like a normal person. Because everyone else in her life who knows her, there aren't many people that she knows, apart from like acquaintances, but they don't really count. Like, Seng knows that she's an ancient, she knows she's an ancient, Elmira at this point knows that she's an ancient, but Elmira, even though she doesn't treat her any differently, is just being a mum. Zack's just an outside person, so she really connected, and she hasn't told Zack that she's an ancient or etc. But Zack only finds out right at the end, and he goes to saying, keep an eye on her, please make sure she's safe, kind of thing. And it didn't affect Zack in any way, and he still like had that final barrel flower date thing, so like wagon date thing. So I feel like it was kind of cool to see her progress. And certain moments made me feel like, okay, I can see how she got stronger from this moment. Like, but I feel like there should have been more. I feel like they didn't do enough. But I feel like this whole game failed to progress on certain moments too. It's because they didn't. They just got too busy with side games. Sephiroth, I don't get him at all. Is everyone in Soldier like him? Oh well. Are there any blonde guys in Soldier? Well, it's just a dream. Any girl would love to have a blonde soldier guy protect her when she's in a pinch. Okay. Well, it's no good just trying to wait for my blonde knight in shining armor to show up. I started to learn learn how to fight myself. My teacher tells me I've got an knack for it. I was building up Tifa's martial arts timeline. I guess she's been in love with Cloud since the moment he left Nibelheim now, all of a sudden. Even though she would never really treated him fairly before. Okay. Sure. Sounds... I mean, it doesn't bother me, but... Just... It was more forward than she gives off before that. I love the distorted music here in this song. Right, I need to go to the basement and do this wonder and then go back to the kid before I let things get too far.
Sephiroth is in the second floor room, on the right.
Sephiroth. Bro, with the mail. Working here. Hello again, Zack. I heard you were on assignment with Sephiroth. I remember you were trying to get in touch with him, so I'm guessing you can finally talk to him now. They were sending an assignment? Oh no, Sephiroth set the assignment. I just realized Sephiroth set the assignment. The main soldier first gone missing and Sephiroth not being able to type after the coordinates. I think I'm starting to... See, I said this earlier on. Zack's becoming the leader as soldier. Which is what baffles me, how he dies to Shinra troops at the end, right? Because even Shinra troops and soldier, like the game portrays at this point Zack as the hero, and people are like looking up to him. Because you gotta think about it. Angeal's gone, Genesis is gone, Sephiroth is unapproachable even as a normal guy, even in normal circumstances. He's way too dang unapproachable because of who he is. Lazard's gone, like literally everyone's like, and Zack is a really like natural born leader. Like he's sitting there and he's like makes an effort with every single guy, even the Shinra troopers. He's like, do you remember the stance? And he's like, oh, I don't want to be a soldier. Like he's really made an effort, and everyone like rallies around him. So it's weird that, you know, unless Hojo calls in and kill this guy like after the, you know, the escape. I'm interested to see how it pans out. Not saying yet. Yep. Oh my god, Tifa. Don't tell anyone. I almost got. Please don't tell anyone in the soldier that I asked about a guy, about the blonde guy. Okay. Hey, Cloud. Guess what?
The underground passage door was unlocked. Maybe Sephiroth went underground?
Bong. It doesn't do the original sound effect. What? You don't even get to walk down the steps? See, this is the thing that bothered me about the Nibian flashback. You don't fight the dragon. There's no wagon where he's doing the squats. You don't fight the dragon. You don't get to walk through, you know, Mount Nibble and do all the stuff. You know, like see the bridge falling and stuff like that. I wanted to see the whole thing.
Activating combat mode.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Coffin key. Coffin key? But the only coffin down here that I know of would be Forge Jam.
Activating combat mode.
Ooh, the music doesn't change here.
Oh yeah!
What are you saying yet? Oh wait, there's another coffin key. Okay. Wait, what's the coffin key? Is it even really? Oh no, here we go. I like that the music doesn't change down here, by the way. The music doesn't change in Final Fantasy VII either. I've got to look for like something to interact with as well. What? Oh, okay, it goes underground. Welcome back, yeah? Do 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 do. Sorry. Wait, which one? I don't want to. Okay. Right, there's two doors. Hey, wait, you added a door, video game. Any fights down here? Any more keys? Like all the. Don't go through that door. Don't go through that door. Oh, okay, coffin key.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Wait, how many coffin keys are there? Vincent? Vincent? Interact with that one. Let me check the other door. I feel like there's a puzzle to this and I don't want to like, ruin it. Wakey, wakey. Wait, there must be 4. There must be 4 because there's 4 coffins. Coffin. Sorry. Bad joke. Sorry for the bad joke, everybody. Is there a fight here? No.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. Son of your lover is about to go insane. Time to wake up.
It won't open.